The support that I have received over the last 15 years from all of you. Thank you, Om, for being here. It's like, it's something that I cannot really express. But what is it that we have in this room right now? We have a lot of alumni from an institute that I have run. We have a lot of industry for sure. People, alumni who have now become industry. I have a couple of clients whom I have done work with who are also here in this room. We have some prospective students, yes, who are looking at event management as a career. We have a little bit of press. I mean, there's a mix of these people who are all, I believe, interdependent. We are all dependent on each other for some reason or the other. But let me quickly take you back to a year 2000, which was perhaps one of the most shocking years for me. And then the germ of the idea of running an institute came up. I was called by a pretty large corporate, unfortunately, no names right now, to pitch for a year end party. So I landed there at 11 o'clock, and there were 10 more agencies standing there. So we were 11 of us. And some of these guys are here in this room who were there that day in 2000. And I remember most of them, in fact, all of them. What happens is that all of us went and pitched. You must know that the 11th guy has stood there for 6.5 hours, right? And we all finished our presentation. And what happened 3 days later? The client took your idea, mixed it up with your idea, and gave it to his agency, right? I'm sure these things have changed. Not dramatically, but they have changed. That's one incident, 2000. Second incident was that I have this very good friend of mine, a lady who works for a fairly large HR company. She's an HR in a very large corporate. So I sat down with her one of these days, and we were having a drink, and she says, Arvind, you know what people think of event managers? So I said, yeah, tell me. She says, yeah, it's a quick buck, fast buck. There's no real trust value. We don't trust these guys so much. Went back home, and I thought to myself, I mean, what am I doing here? I have completed my engineering. I understand process. I understand flow charts. I understand Excel. I understand a little more than that. So what am I doing in this entire field called event management? When people have no respect for you, they have no respect for your time, they're calling 10 more people over there. The HR of a company doesn't think too much about event managers. So I said to myself, we need to do something. And as luck would have it, in 2003, a couple of friends of mine from Mumbai came up and approached me and said, Arvind, why don't we start an institute that teaches event management? And I said, okay, that sounds like a plan. So in 2003, we started an institute that teaches event management. I've been here teaching event management or being a part of the event management education for the last 15 years, 8 of which has been with Team.i. 15 years has been absolutely satisfying, and satisfying only because we have had the support of the industry. It would have not happened otherwise. I mean, who am I? I'm just another event manager, right? Yeah? Or I was just another event manager. So I said, we need to get the industry together. We will not be able to do this without the help of the industry. So what is it? We have had about 150 faculty over the last 15 years who have come and taught at Team.i, at the institute, right? We have had students who have gone for more than 2,000 events that have been done by people like yourselves, right? Students have got training theoretically absolutely, I think, state of the art, fantastic stuff. A lot of people sitting here have come to the institute and taught. But then the students go out, they all get placed. We have, I can proudly say this, we have a 100% placement record. We have students who come back after getting kicked out of their jobs to say that they want another job. And we still manage. We still manage. And students are getting placed. Yeah. But what happens after that? 2 months down the line, the student has been placed, and then I get a call from maybe a home and say that, this is good stuff, Arvind. You're doing a good job. This person knows everything, but this person doesn't know nothing, right? So you are teaching a lot of width of knowledge. There's no real depth in what you're doing. And I love this man because he's good enough to tell me that straight on my face, right? So here we have an institute, we have a person who has passed out from our institute, who has got a job. I maintain my 100% placement. I'm very happy with what I'm doing, right? This person has got a job, but in 2, 3 months down the line, this event agency realizes that it's not enough. And then I said to myself, I need to look for this person, right? Who's going to fill this gap? I can't do this. It's not in my forte, right? I cannot fill this gap of teaching this person production, light, sound. I can teach theory. I can get a lot of people who come and teach theory. But will a Santana take people? No, he won't. He won't. Or a Felix or anybody else. They won't take these people because these people don't know anything. And when I went up to Dr. Venkat and I said that here's a plan, which was about 4, 5 months ago, and he gave it a thought and discussed it with his team, and he said, that's good, let's do it. And I said, man, this is like a dream come true. And that's what I told Venkat sir that day. This is a dream for me. And this is something that I have been looking for, right? I say today that my student or our student, your student, is going to go out into this marketplace and be a fully molded event manager. Whatever gaps have been there in the system, there are a lot of people, like Jairam said, sir said, that who are running event management courses. But I am certain, I've always been certain that we are number one. Now I am 101% sure that the student that passes out from an institute of this nature, thanks to DNA Networks and this partnership, thank you Venkat sir for this. Thank you Harisha Prabhu. Yeah. And a big thank you to DNA Networks and the rest of the industry from all the students who are going to come out of Team.i from now, in anticipation that you are going to take these students, kick their butt, and make them good event managers. End of the day, one measures our industry on the kind of people who come out of it, right? The kind of training that we are able to impart, the kind of jobs that they get, and how they make a future. My spiel to a prospective student is very simple. I'm not here to enhance your life. I'm here to change it. Thank you so much.